Yeah, there we are.
Didn't pick up on it for some silly reason. Also, where the heck is the freaking door to this middle section? Let's see here. There we are.
Right here.
Sorry, guys. OBS crashed on me. We're back. It's not as like I haven't got enough to think about here. Keeping this place operational is hard enough without constant elf and Drenel harassment. Now, on top of everything, there's an assassin lurking around the camp who's killed an important diplomat on my watch. Whoever it is couldn't have gotten far, warrior. Scour the camp until you find her and then avenge the diplomat. At least I can bring the assassin's head with me when I have to answer to Hellscream. Yeah, I wouldn't have to answer to him either.
And there she is.
Well, yeah, you didn't get far at all now, did you?
What I've always wanted, an assassin's head.
Yeah. The amount of heads you collect in this game, I've noticed, is disturbing at best.
Oh, the number of ears and fluffy tails as well.
Well done. One last request. It would probably be best if none of my laborers knew this assassin ever existed. Oh, Detective Buckler. I like that I'm going to... Oh, let's see here.
I got a Pilfered Calderai belt that upgraded to blue.
I like that I have a piece of equipment that has the phrase detective on it now.
I got XP and nothing else.
The eternal
You didn't
sun
get
guides
any kind of
us.
reward, huh?
A little bit of silver. That was it.
Interesting.
I cannot believe she's gone. It's all happened so fast. I understand that I have you to thank for avenging my mistress. For that you have my gratitude and that of Silvermoon. In her wisdom, my lady foresaw this end. She prepared a missive to be delivered in the event of that something happened to her. We were to join an Orgrimmar reticue at the crossroads just north of here. Please, troll, meet them in our stead and see that the message is delivered.
Keep your wits about you.
Kind of wish they just wanted us to take it to Orgrimmar because we're going to have to go there anyway, but
Yeah, I know, because I figured before we picked up that quest, our next step was going to go down south, but now they got us going back up north.
Uh-huh. That's how this game works, right? You go, oh, we'll just pop over here. No, that's not how it's working anymore.
I mean, these are the same guys that, hey, go give this to so-and-so. They're 5 feet away from you.
True, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what happened? You had a pedicure and you're afraid to walk in the bushes or something? I mean, come on.
Oh, more so, their toenail polish is still wet.
Well, there you go.
All they can do is stand there and look pretty. Or look ugly, whichever the case is.
I can't be bothered to walk over there. They smell.
I have a bit of a personal request for you. Of course you do. It's been many moons since I have seen my love Draka. It will be more before we are able to be together again. I fear that as time passes, her love for me will wane. This braid has special meaning to the two of us, as do thorned blood cups, the flower of this region. I ask that you pluck the flowers and weave them into this twine, then present my gift to Draka on my behalf.
Go forth to victory.
Okay. So I guess the flowers are just everywhere, right? Yeah, because there's some back there. I see them. So we're just going to have to walk around and find flowers.
I am out of range.
And try not to get shot.
Yeah. Weaves 8 thorn. Okay, we need 8 of them each in order to... Oh, already dead.
What's interesting is it doesn't actually, these do not show up on the map as far as this is the area to pick them up.
Yeah. They're probably just...
I turned around and said, yeah, there's the flowers. I was like, okay, what's the next step?
Yeah, it's because it's one of those weird ones where the main goal is something once you pick something else up. And I've noticed that they kind of screw up sometimes in giving us mapping involving that. They've probably scattered them all through this forest, which makes me wonder if we couldn't go down south and pick up flowers on the way.
Well, that may be true.
I've also totally lost you two.
I'm down further south.
Okay.
I'm almost in front of the
Oh, okay, I see you.
thing again. But hey, when you start playing WoW Classic, you're not even gonna have anything on the map that shows you where stuff is at.
The way we grew up in the game.
Yeah.
Are you coming down here, hon? Or are you still?
I'm just chasing flowers.
We were gonna try to chase further south and see.
And defending myself.
Well, you're quite capable.
These crazy yahoos. I just made this dress. And they're trying to put holes in it.
Everybody's a critic.
How rude.
I'm telling you, everybody's a critic.
Okay. See if
Oh, yeah, there are way more of these down here.
okay.
Which... dagnabbit. One of the protectors, too. I didn't even notice her standing right there.
Oh, wow. Talk about exciting them guys.
I have a target.
I spy with my little eye.
I've got 4 of them.
Yeah, that link I shared this morning in our chat was talking about some of the quote bugs and all that decided to be in the game, and the fact that there's, especially us old time players, we've got this nostalgia for how the game was, but we've really I think it's going to be kind of a shock. We get in there and we're like, wait a minute, I can't, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember how frustrating it was. I know Lee does too. Trying to read the quest and decipher where you're supposed to be going. Instead of it being lit up in a circle or a square or whatever.
Or being backlit as to, hey, here's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could be standing on top of it and still be clueless.
Yeah, I was going to go across the bridge. Yeah, they're across the bridge too.
They are. Yeah, I noticed. So, yeah, our theory is correct, because I think this is around the area we're supposed to find like a little further south is where we're supposed to find the Dreadlords.
Okay, dadgum, every time I my map and I go look for you guys, I redirectionalize toward y'all. I get to where I thought y'all were, and y'all are nowhere near there.
Well, we'll stay stationary.
Yeah, we can stay here near the bridge.
Yeah, we're now down here where the Searing Infernals
Our demon hunting ground we went to the other. Oh,
A target.
Ah, now you're on my map.
I only need one more, and then I've got all of the things. I can weave the flower together, and yay.
Need 2 more.
I went to an area as a hunter with gigantic maggots, and I was like, oh, please let me tame these. And they weren't tameable, and I was so disappointed. It's like being an undead hunter running around with a gigantic maggot. Are you kidding me? That would have been perfect. I'm still happy with my buzzard, though. It fits, too, so.
All right, I got them, and I made the thing.
Okay, I still gotta have 4 more and try and keep up with you guys.
Well, were you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna notice me.
Okay, I can tell you guys have been through here. Okay, no flowers.
Well, since we're not having to get them now, all of the ones that pop up will be yours.
Yeah, I literally only need one more, so after that, we are completely good. And there's a bunch of them here, so.
Really? You...
Ooh, what?
She tried to pick a flower and something came after her. I'll get my last one here, and then, yeah, every single flower you see is yours until you get 8 of them.
Oh, I have a fertile dirt mound that requires tree seedlings, which I don't have.
Sigh.
But yeah, while we're in this area, we can go ahead and go after the Dreadlords.
Well, yeah, because the path is right over there.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's an actual path you have to go up into.
I don't think so. Oh, I've trained up your mechanical squirrel you gave me, by the way.
Ooh,
Also named him Cogswell.
Yeah.
very steampunk-esque.
He actually shares a nickname with one of my game night friends, but I thought the name just came to mind as a steampunk sort of name, and I went, I'd better ask his permission. And he went, yeah, sure, I don't care, go for it.
Okay, braid made.
All right. And we goes over yonder.
Over there.
Of course, this guy's got to be in the way.
Over there with this hair we will go.
I always have to adjust to this whole sometimes a druid's around where I go, why is that bear got a... Oh, right, it's a druid. Gotcha. And you'd think, given all my D&D experience, I wouldn't have to even really adjust to that idea. Especially considering my current monthly group has a combination rogue druid inside of it, so...
Oh, the fun ones, though, are Tauren druids because every one of their formats have horns.
Nice detail.
Nice. 10.
You know, I will be going through, I think I mentioned this on last week's stream, but I will be going through places and go, well, there's another vein. I can't do anything with it, but I see them now. Things you ignore in this game until context comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with me, it's like, ooh, herb.
They're up here.
I was about to say, is it up here that we're supposed to go? I thought it was.
If you don't fall in the...
All right.
A target.
Pet details are funny, like we were talking about the succubus one. The rabbit that you got from the Easter thing, it lays eggs.
Yes.
If you just stand there, you'll hear it lay an egg, and it's just sitting there glimmering afterwards.
What's funny is if you got glamored into a rabbit,
Yeah, you did that too.
you laid an egg.
Mm-hmm.
A target.
I think it's this way.
All
I was
right.
trying to judge by the...
Yeah, the circles. I had the wrong quest selected. That's why I had a problem for a second. I went, wait, wrong quest. No.
Target. I am out of room.
Okay, they're going to be in 2 different locations, I think.
Yep. Ooh, look at you. Well, this is going to be fascinating. Okay. You want to pull in the 2 succubuses to take care of them first, or...
It brings
Yep, it does. Okay, they saw us coming from a mile away. Let's do this. Ah! Didn't get to him fast enough. Woo! Now we got the blade.
You got the ore.
Yeah.
You know it. Seeker's Fell Spear. Okay, he's down the other way.
Of course he is.
Yep, this is just as satisfying as I thought it'd be. Or wait, is it down? No, that one's a dead end with that at the end of it, isn't it? Yeah.
I think we get down here and have to veer back to the left.
Yep.
Again with the left.
Mm.
And keep fighting.
Yep. Yeah, I delved into the world of add-ons thanks to you, Donovan. I put the one that I asked you about. But I also found a pet battler one where now whenever you go over a pet, it will tell you the highest level of one that you've already collected. So that helps me out too.
Oh, that's nice. Alright, we can't. Okay. Is there a path up this way? Oh, yeah, it's marked. You know, if I just read the signs.
I mean, to be fair, that's not a sign that's a glowing whatever, but
Well, yeah, I didn't mean sign specifically, like, you know, here's your sign kind of thing.
Okay.
Honey, where you at?
Got left behind again.
Come on up. Apparently you didn't see the signs either.
Nope. The last time I played an area like this was pre-cataclysm.
Do not have a target.
You will not sway me with your feminine wiles.
I really look forward to the first time as a dungeon master I get to play a succubus. I am going to chew the scenery so much you have no godly idea. Because you get to be the cheesiest archetype that has ever existed, right? You know, it's like, okay, calm down. Like one of them showed up in the Critical Role campaign they're doing, and Matt Mercer doing it was utter magic just having him deal with one. Because they have the ability to charm people, so if you don't watch it, you can totally have a member of your party start having to. You have no choice, attacking the rest of your party.
Yeah.
Which I got to talk to you and Shay now that one of our members has had to bow out due to work stuff and everything. Now I just got to schedule with you two, and that's it.
Okay.
Do not have a target.
I mean, can you even do a successful campaign with just 3 people?
Well, yeah, because there's me, there's you and Shay, and then there are 2 NPCs I will be running for your party too while I'm at it. So you also have a ranger and a barbarian on your side.
Oh, I hate these caves.
Yes.
Okay. I was making sure I didn't lose you guys. I was like, oh no, did they go off another path?
No.
Because yeah, that's what gets annoying. These caves have that ability to do that sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I think we are. Yeah, we are. We are straight ahead. Okay, yeah, here he is. I think not.
Wow, everybody decided to come up here.
They did. Shoot. Oh, really?
Do not have a target.
Oh, that would be why I was I was clicking the wrong one. I was like, I have an area of effect. Why is it not working? Okay.
Well, that was fun.
It was. Now that. Oh, wait. Where do we have to turn this in? If it weren't for.
Splinter tree.
Okay.
Did we set our hearth there?
Yes.
So we could just hearth there. Get out of this mess.
Oh, yeah, because we do have to go back to Splinter Tree to turn in the other one, too, don't we?
We got 2 to turn in there.
That's why I was checking. I wasn't entirely sure.
So, confirm. Are we making with the green fairy magic?
Yes, we are.
Doing it.
Because then the other stuff we have to do is Orgrimmar anyway, which means we have to fly. So,
Yeah, that flight path that's just outside.
Yeah, the ever elusive flight path.
shut up.
Oh. Yay, I'm 26.
What am I? 25 still. We'll get there.
I'm 4 bubbles away from being 27.
Glory to the Horde.
What do you need?
You mining whore, you.
That's me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Go forth.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got quite a bit to do in... Because there's a place called Silverwind Refuge where well, we've got quests here that have just shown up, actually.
Of course.
Of course. Let's see.
Like, yay, I'm gonna get out of this area. No.
No. Nah. Listen, I know this assault on Splinter Tree has everyone worked up, but if we forget about the Satyr portals, we'll come out of this crisis to face an even larger one. Locke stares at your expressionless face. You don't know about the portals? To the northeast, in the regions of Salter and Xavian, the Satyrs are attempting to summon the demons to bolster their numbers. We must be vigilant in closing those portals no matter what issues we face.
For the Horde.
So we have to close 12 of those. And then...
I need a cellar. Where's a cellar?
Interesting.
Hey, I've been traveling through Ashenvale heading towards Ratchet, and I've decided to make a stop here at Splinter Tree. I'm always looking for an opportunity, and it seems that satyr horns are in high demand in Ratchet these days. After asking around here, it seems that satyrs in Nightrun, Satanar, and Xavian all have types of horns I'm looking for. I'm no match for those satyrs, but you look like you might be. Tell you what, you collect the horns for me, and I'll make it worth your time.
Be careful out there.
So I gotta collect 16 of those while we're at it. But yeah, I need to sell some stuff too, I think. Although ever since we got the one thing from the fair, it's been quite easy to deal with stuff.
What brings you here?
I mean, maybe. Oh, do you have any characters that have enchanting? I wanted to ask you before I got rid of this.
Not on this server.
Okay. Because I got an enchanting thing, but so I can just get rid of it then. Walking leggings. Good lord, no, I'm selling that. Plus armor, plus stamina. Okay, so I need to equip that.
I do believe so.
Oh no, that's a two-handed anyway, so I couldn't do that even if I wanted to.
How may I aid you?
Nope. And nope. Okay, you need all the cloths and stuff, right, Lee?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that means...
Ooh, cloth.
And
Yummy.
yeah, I think that's got it.
Do you need these light feathers?
No.
Okay, I can see.
Priest used to need them for levitate,
I remember that.
but no. No longer.
Taking a key from Featherfall in D&D. You need one solitary feather and have to be quick.
I think rogues used to use that in this game in the early days.
All of that'll be back the way it was in Classic WoW,
I'm actually looking forward to that.
where hunters have to make sure that they have a quiver and they have
Oh, God, yeah.
they actually have enough bullets for their guns.
Yep.
I mean, you had to make sure that you stocked up well before you went on a dungeon run, because a hunter did not want to run out of arrows or bullets halfway through the run.
Depending on your DM, you got to do that in D&D too. Some of them go, nah, screw ammunition, and other ones are like, no, you pay attention to your ammunition, dagnabbit.
Yeah, but see, priests will be able to, magic wielders, they'll be able to have their main hand, a wand, all of that, instead of being limited to.
Yeah, there were some changes that they made as the game progressed that were not necessarily.
Favorable?
You know,
Yeah, favorable. Let's use that F word.
Okay, if we go this way, then we will have to go. We'll be in the generalized area.
yes.
Then maybe we can go to Orgrimmar.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, I know, right? I think we've gotten to the point to where you just get quest from everywhere and you just have to make a choice, right? Because I've noticed this in my Hunter one where I'm like, oh, I've got quest here, 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 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, oh, while you're here. Really?
Yeah, you almost have to just say, okay, I'm going to go back to Orgrimmar, I'm going to do this, then I'm coming back.
Yeah, because the game starts linear and then it loses linear really quick.
It does seem to, that's for sure.
Until it needs you to be linear again, then it'll deal with it. Then back to not being linear.
Oh, I remember this place.
Oh, I remember this place as well.
Ooh, you're big boys, aren't you?
I got a horn.
Oh, is that a demon hunter?
Looks like it.
Okay. I've not seen one in the wild before, so this is my first. I was not prepared to see one.
He was not prepared.
No, Donovan, do you remember our favorite instance of that joke being a thing? Me and you were doing the One Night in Karazhan thing. I was playing it, and you were there for the WoW references I wouldn't get. And then the butler says, "Sir, oh God, character's name, give it to me. I'm so ashamed. I can't remember off the top of my head because I haven't had to say it.
I can't remember his name now either. It's
Not the butler, the character that showed up. The one that says you are not prepared.
oh, Illidan.
Illidan. He said, "Sir, Illidan has shown up. We are not prepared."
I have to say, I think that was probably one of the better ones that they've done. It was definitely campy.
Which for me was utterly brilliant, right? You know, I'm the campy one out of the two of us.
But yeah, and that deadpan monotone of the butler.
Yeah, he's so good.
uh, we are not prepared. It's like, really? And then to know what kind of a jerk he turned out to be in the actual game in WoW. So
Target.
really, wow, I heard him before I even saw him.
Oh, dang it. There's been portals around here, and I've been completely forgetting to even so much as close them.
Oh, I've done one.
I've been oblivious as well.
Well, luckily yours are counting for ours, too.
Yeah.
You little...
I know, right? Heck, I was over here just minding my own business, trying to close the portal, and then he starts putting fire up my butt.
Got mine.
Yep. Just gotta do 10 more portals.
Ah. Oh, you really want to do this, do you? Only thing is we've got someone else closing portals up here, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a rogue.
I noticed. A Pandarian rogue, I think.
I do not have a target.
I swear they're burping on their death.
As soon as I see a portal pop, I try to rush over to it.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I heard you.
I would like to think that whenever I give you an assist like that, I just slash his side and then your magic just seeps into him and kills him.
I like that thought.
Disturbing, but hey, I'm thinking like a warrior. What can I say?
All right, that's it for the portals, and I'm grabbing a node.
Yeah. Back down.
Way out.
Yep. I'm at the entryway.
And I am too.
I'm bringing a satyr. Or he's scared. He doesn't want to be on the road. Get out of the way.
Kind of funny when I outrun him with something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. We still go down this way, right?
I think so.
I see a question mark.
So we basically have to kind of cut across.
Yeah. Okay, here's the little side path. I knew it was down here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other thing, you finally get used to the layout of a place, and that's usually when you have to go.
Yeah.
I know where everything's at. Too bad. Leave.
Welcome, friend. Glad I could help.
Zuck, zuck.
Blood and thunder.
Wait. I don't think any more quests popped up.
Okay. Ooh, what's this ability? Heroic leap. Hold on, let's see here.
You get to be a jumper.
It might take place of my other one. Hold on, let's see here. Charge, devastate. Oh, here you are. Leap through the air towards the target location, slamming down with a destructive force to deal 15 physical damage to all enemies within 8 yards, and reasserting the remaining cooldown on and resetting the remaining cooldown on taunt. Oh, hot dang.
Okay, so are we going into Orgrimmar to get that done?
Oh yeah, actually, I might want to just look over this stuff while we're flying. That would save time.
Yeah, because I was going to take a bathroom break while in flight.
Yeah, because it'll take a bit, so.
Orgrimmar?
Orgrimmar.
Zug zug.
Orgrimmar. Diggity dang, it's Orgrimmar.
Oh dear.
A minute and 36.
Yeah. It recalculates every time.
Okay, now I can take a look at this business while we're... Okay, so do I want to replace charge with heroic leap? Leap through the air.
With the greatest of ease.
80 to 40 yards, and this is 8 to 40 yards, and this is 8 to 25. This one deals 17 physical damage to one enemy. And this would deal 15 physical damage to all enemies within 8 yards. So what do you think? You think it'd be smart to replace this move with my current one, or...
I'd throw it up on the bar and just try it.
Yeah. Yeah, because then I will definitely know whether I want to or not, and I can always just put charge back where it is if I don't like it, right? You know, so, yeah. There we go. I do like this. I like you showing me this add-on. It's nice. That way I can kind of know what I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I used to run... If I showed you all of the mods that I have but that are disabled, I used to run so mod heavy that the game load time was 3 to 4 times as long as than if I had no mods. Because the more mods you have, the longer it takes for the game to actually load.
Right.
Yeah, he was so bad that if they were broken, he refused to play.
Whenever patch day came out, if the mods weren't up to date, I would wait until the mods were.
So he literally could not play regular WoW.
Oh, look, there's the battle pet trainer I've been meaning to meet with all this time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just leave that. I'll log on to this character at some point and log on and deal with that. That way you guys don't have to wait around for me.
Actually, that quest from the trainer crosses all of your tunes.
Yeah, I figured that out. That it's just one of those things where this is the one I can reach him right now because this is the only one that could actually go to Orgrimmar.
Well, even if you have an alliance tune, it's the same quest.
Oh, so you have to somehow make your way. That's interesting.
No, you don't make it. You don't have to get to Orgrimmar to fight him.
No, there's that level trainer in Stormwind.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right, where's this guy?
Behind that.
It's in the big building right here, I think.
I bet it's subtly changed when I've been logged onto my gnome and I just haven't noticed.
This is the hole.
From Ka.
I sense that Durek is more than he seems. Demonic power is dangerous and it is easy to fall for its corruption, even for a trained warlock. I do not trust him. Find this Durek and tell him that the Horde will have nothing to do with him. Speak to Durek in Splinter Tree Mines. But we just came from there! Enemies below. There are enemies of the Horde beneath this very city, warrior. The Searing Blade plots to take Orgrimmar for their own, and we have already taken Ragefire Chasm. We need to storm their forces and retake what is ours. Go speak with Commander Bargain just inside Ragefire Chasm. He will have further orders for you.
No, that's a dungeon run.
So we don't want to take that.
Okay.
We are not prepared.
Yeah. Eventually we will do a dungeon, I think, at some point.
Well,
Probably.
we did a little test of, used to, you could have a higher level cakewalk you.
Mm-hmm.
They fixed that.
Well, the dungeon adjusts to the higher level. So we tried to go into Ragefire Chasm, right?
Not 2, but 4.
Mm.
Yeah, because what he saw as 60s, I still saw as 20s.
Well, that's unfortunate.
They kicked butt to whatever your level was.
Okay.
However, to clarify, when they did that, they made it easier for a 3-person team to go into a dungeon, whereas it used to require 5.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's also what they did.
Until we can survive that, I have questions.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way to know is to try it.
Right, Sam.
But the worst that happens is you die.
True.
Okay.
I mean, I died 3 times trying to prove the point with my 60 whatever it was and your 20 whatever.
Well, let's wait and maybe test that theory on a different Saturday first thing.
Because they take a long time. So we might not have time with it being 11:21, especially considering I'm leaving at 11:50 today because I have somewhere to go. So.
Oh, okay.
Some of these dungeons are actually catered, Sam. You can do them in 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like in the old days where we actually went in a dungeon. We when I had all the people over here, all of our friends that were playing and we cooked out and everything, we got in a dungeon. We were in that dungeon all afternoon.
Yeah.
I mean all afternoon.
Okay, so where are we headed?
So we've got that.
Do we need to go back to Splinter Tree?
I guess we do.
Okie dokie. to the flight path. Back to there, over there.
I was about to say, this thing's taking its
Me too.
Did the operator go on break?
The hamster they got lifting and dropping it said, "I'm tired."
God, not doing no more.
Although this is Horde, that hamster probably has saber teeth.
Probably.
Alright, so we're going back to Splinter
What
Tree.
can I do for you?
Oh, why am I talking to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loktar.
I made that mistake too. I go talk to the flying trainer occasionally. I'm like, pardon me, can you fly me some? Oh, no, you're not the same guy. Never mind.
There we go. I had to find it on the map again. I was like, okay, where's Splinter Tree? There it is. Also, good to see Sylvanas whenever I wasn't undead. Just as a side note.
Yeah, we've got some Taran tunes that we've been playing on. It's on this server, isn't it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we went into the Silver Pine Forest area and started that whole quest line where she's there, and you have to run around and do all this stuff, and you view the meeting where Hellscream comes in and she's explaining to him that she's figured out how to continue the undead by using the Valkyries.
Hmm.
And
I'm well versed in that at this point.
yeah, so we started doing that, which I mean I've done it before, but it's actually kind of I don't normally like playing Horde. My preference is Alliance.
But we did mutual druids
Yep.
of the
Neat.
cow variety.
Mine's called Bovana.
Bovana, very nice.
Bovana.
And
And hers is
Cowina.
I love you guys.
all right. So this is the guy in the cave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's nice to see that they're not cowering in fear now that everything's not being bombarded.
Direct persuaded, direct slain. Oh dear.
Oh, yeah.
So I assume you're fighting him right now and we're late.
Well, yeah, he walks off. And I'm following him, and then... Oh!
Oh, holy crap. Look at that. Okay. So he was corrupted. I'll be danged.
Really, you little bugger. A warlock dog.
So did that complete for us too?
Yeah.
Yes, it did, didn't it?
So where do we have... Now we have to go all the way back to Orgrimmar and tell him he's dead.
Of course we do.
At least we're getting frequent flower miles on our Ford credit card.
But hey, if it gets us out of here and on to our next little place, which I would think maybe we can go do Zoram Strand.
We'll go wherever it takes us, I guess.
There is a Zoram Strand on our to-do list.
There is.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. That tone of voice I used did have a bit of a question in it. I was confirming. I was like, yeah, there is. I realized that after I said it, I went, that sounded questioning, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, we have these other quests, like we have Sharp Talon's Claw and...
Yes, at Silverwind Refuge and...
News Bearer.
Yeah. So yeah, the Bad News Bearer is at Zorm Strand. We do have the Wailing Caverns thing at Orgrimmar to do, right? Because that's the one that's not the dungeon, right?
No, Wailing Caverns is a dungeon.
Okay, then what?
Right there.
Then what did I stop tracking? I screwed something up. Hold on.
Ragefire Chasm is the one that we didn't take. Unless you took it, then just stop tracking it. Because I didn't take it.
And I abandoned it
Okay.
until further decision.
Okay, so we can go back there and get it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wailing Caverns, that's the one Disciples of Nerelek speak with Nowpack in the Wailing Caverns. But that's a dungeon, because it's got a little dungeon, and it says dungeon.
Okay.
And that used to be a difficult one back in the day.
Yeah, plus with the little adventure guide, it'll tell us where the dungeons are anyway, so it's not like we have to keep track of them.
Now, see, the fun part is in old school, they didn't teleport you to the dungeon. But if you wanted to run it, say, Chasm here in Orgrimmar,
Yeah.
and you were Alliance, you had to run di-res your little butt to get in there, which made it an adventure unto itself.
Yes, I know it was 15 feet already down. I jumped anyway.
Yeah, I thought that was you.
Mm-hmm.
I heard your pony scream.
Oh, he was not too happy.
No, he wasn't.
Probably going to throw me off. What he's going to do is he's going to wait until he can actually get up in the air, and then he's going to throw me off.
He's gonna have you way up and then go, you know what, I look tired. I'm gonna take a break now and just disappear.
Yeah, get a ring of pardons. It's a blue ring, but it really... Only thing it really gives me is stam. Not really worth it.
Hail, friend.
Armor, strength, and stamina. Okay, yeah, that's worth me putting on.
Goodbye.
Ooh, and it gave me an epic upgrade on that, so now it's definitely worth putting on.
Oh, yeah. Get the purple.
Mine's blue. I'm okay with that.
What did you get? You got the ring?
Yeah.
I got the ring too, but it was for Mistweaver, basically, which I am not.
I got
Yeah.
Durex Downfall.
Mine's a smart ring.
It's a cloak, is what mine is.
Me no good. Mine gives me 5 int, 7 stam, but I don't use
That's
int.
what I got.
Mine gave me 1 armor, 2 strength, and 3 stamina.
All right. So the question is, where do we go now? Because it looks like we're finally done with Splinter Tree.
Yeah, we do have a choice now, as opposed to any specific spot we're stuck at.
And we're roughly 20 minutes from Sam's jump.
Right.
Let's see.
Do we have the flight path to Zoram Strand?
No, we have not found it yet.
Means we have to probably go to wherever would be closest and then go from there.
This Splinter Tree and run.
And
Yeah.
on the way, we go through where we have the sharp talon thing.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because if you open the map and look at Ashenvale, you can see where Sharp Claw is, and it's on an undiscovered portion of our map.
Woman, you better boogie. We're already over here about to get to the top level.
Nag, nag, nag.
What
I
are
beat-
husbands for?
I beat you guys a while ago, so it's a fair exchange.
What can I help you with?
Yep, back to Splinter Tree, I guess. Oh, the hole.
For the Horde. Zug zug.
Okta.
Kick.
Kick. I swear they patterned the Horde language after the Klingons.
I mean, why not?
I mean, they're very similar, if you think about it. Especially the... that just completely went out of my head. I'm not sure what I was going to say. Never mind.
Well, you are getting closer to 5-0.
I would say
Love
it's the
you.
I would say it's the years of drugs, but I never did that.
It's the years of technology reliance.
Hmm.
No, I was just thinking about my parents since they're over 50. I was like, well, they don't rely on technology that much. And normally they're independent for that, so it might be something.
Oh.
Hey, not all us Gen Xers relied on technology.
Well, my parents bought a computer when I was a teenager, didn't see a use for it, even though I did have a use for it and carried it back.
Our first computer was a Tandy. I think it was my aunt, if I remember properly. She bought it, didn't have a use for it, so she gave it to us, and yeah, I played games on it and stuff.
Well, see, ours was from the Radio Shack. It was a Tandy. But because being a country kid raised by country parents, they didn't see a need, use, or desire for a computer. You got a basketball, just go outside. Okay.
Tandies were so dandy. All right, so we want to cut to the right. Yeah, we need to go to the right here.
Do we? Okay.
To the right, not the left. Oh.
Yep, I'm definitely going and getting that bottle of tequila for you, hun. I think you need it.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm making idle, quirky drill sergeant songs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Lee, look up Drill Sergeant Baby Shark. I think is the word you should have to use on YouTube to find it, and you'll not be disappointed.
Oh, I will definitely be visiting there when we sign out. I am looking forward to hearing that one.
Because the way he made it work was he goes, Baby Shark, and then they're the ones that go, do, 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 do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you know me being the one that finds no joy in anything. I don't care.
Oh dear.
He took the joke and yanked it right out of our hands before we could use it, didn't he?
Yep. He filleted those sharks. Ooh, I wonder what blackened shark would taste like.
There were some people that got to find out, but that place got closed down. I can't remember who was talking about that. Some guy was talking about, I think it might have been on the, yeah, I think it was on Conan O'Brien's podcast where one of his guests was talking about how someone had him in this place. And suddenly feds came in and everything, and they'd realized they'd been eating shark, and they had no idea.
Oh, that was David Tennant's podcast.
Oh, no, it was David Tennant's, right. Okay, I couldn't remember whose it was. I thought it was... I listened to several interview podcasts, so I kind of have to think, who was it?
Yeah, that was David Tennant's podcast because he was talking to, his co-star in the new...
Shane. Michael Shane.
Michael Sheen. He was talking with him because that's when Michael met Neil Gaiman.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. It was the whole Neil Gaiman thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Neil Gaiman took him to a restaurant, and then, yeah. It looks like his podcast is going to be one of the ones that does seasons, by the way, because it hasn't had one in a couple of weeks.
Well, I figured it out because you know how at the end of every episode he'd always say,
Next time.
well,
Yeah.
he didn't do that on the last one.
Mm.
It's like, no!
I foresee a future quest.
Yeah. I wasn't entirely sure if this is where we needed to be, but...
Every time I mounted up, I had to unmount. So I was like, why bother?
Ooh, we got a party. Look at this.
Oh, we got a flight path, too.
Loktar.
Right over him.
We're here to do one thing, maybe two. You're in Hellscream's army now. And in Hellscream's army, we kick butt and we take names. Gone are the days of our people starving in the streets of Orgrimmar as we sign treaties with elves. We take what we need now. Kalimdor belongs to the Horde. The Alliance attempts to stop our expansion every chance they get. Unsatisfied with owning most of the Eastern Kingdoms, these pig lickers want it all. Overlord Cromrar has just asked for more troops in Stoneland. Get on the caravan west of here and go.
Oh, God.
Whew.
That was hilarious.
And now your voice is wrecked.
Yeah. Because I had to do army dude voice, right? So, oh yeah, we got quest. We've got, and this is just that one lodge that I was in as a gnome. It's just somewhere else now. It's it's got different people in it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. It's all cookie cutter.
Sometimes. My commander has sent me to scout for potential recruits to assist in the defense of Gromgal base camp in northern Stranglethorn. Are you familiar with Stranglethorn? Yes. It's a long way away across the Great Sea on the southern tip of the Eastern Kingdoms. You fit the build he was looking for. Interested in leaving Kalimdor for a while? If so, go talk to my Cora Bort in Orgrimmar. He'll help you board the Zeppelin. And tell him I said wazzle wazzle. He'll know what it means.
Wazzle, wazzle.
Okay, we have a new innkeeper. Do we wish to make the adjustment?
I'm sure we need to.
Yeah.
Troll Hall. before the Horde.
Yeah, because I don't think we want to go back to Orgrimmar quite yet and then shoot over to the next continent. 'Cause we still have things here to do.
Yeah.
True.
Strength and honor.
Oh yeah, there's furbogs that we just went through. Now we got to go back and get 15 ears.
Okay, how many of them are hard of hearing?
You should have seen it. The elves thought Silverwind would be Silverwind to be impenetrable. With its heavy defenses and their army of water elementals, they were almost right. Almost. One of our mages was able to summon a twisted elemental designed to send the others into chaotic rage. Ah, the looks on their faces. Unfortunately, the mage who summoned it fell in battle. Now I need someone to bring down our creation.
Wow.
What brings you here?
Okay.
This quest we actually have to be in.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
The Furbolg are more numerous than we expected in these southern regions. They have been far more aggressive here than we would like. With our resources divided between hunting down elves and harvesting much-needed lumber, that leaves you to help me put an end to our Furbolg distraction. I have research to conduct here. In the meantime, I need you to bring a more hands-on approach. Bring me the ears of nearby Furbolg as proof to Tarkin that the problem is being dealt with. And then finally, where's our... Yeah, that's the flight path. There we go. Ooh, I like that windmill over there. Oh, no, that's a gear, isn't it? Yeah, that's a machine. Okay, gotcha. Anyway.
Okay, so are we going to kill landwalkers or are we going to go swimming?
We've got about 5 minutes. I suggest maybe we go kill stuff.
Which one's the easiest to get to?
Probably the furbogs. They're right out front.
Yeah.
If they're not all dead.
Right. Somebody was efficient.
Yeah. Ever so. Good gracious.
Usually there's at least 1 or 2 left over, right? You know?
Ah,
Go to the village.
yes.
There we are. Oh. Okay. One difference with this, I have to aim and then click as opposed to just aiming for a character and then leaving. So there's that. I figured out one change with this versus the charge.
A target.
I'm not
It
sure.
comes down to which one you like better.
Yeah. I kind of like the charge just for the pressing the button and running. I may put the jump in there as a tactical thing that we've got another bunch of people over I can just leap over to, sort of thing.
It's like incoming, but drop.
Yeah, because to do this, I have to... I don't know. I might get the hang of it.
That's so funny.
Oh, I foresee you having a lot of fun.
It's like, he was here, then he was there. Where did Tim
Yeah.
go?
Plus, I don't have to have an enemy to use that, so I can totally, like, leap across a lake, deal with something, and then leap back.
It's kind of like my roll ability,
Yeah.
except you leap a bit further than I roll.
We'll have to kill him again later.
I was gonna say, yeah, we'll have to kill him again later.
Oh, and the cooldown on this leap is interesting too. It's 45 seconds as opposed to the charge being less, I think. So yeah, tactics. I'm just gonna have to think about this.
Wow, it seems like practically every one of them have had ears.
What in the world?
I know.
I did notice, though, they only seem to have one ear each.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not quite as asymmetrically designed as I would hope.
Listen in mono.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
honey.
They all hear in mono. Well, that's like Tyler was telling me. He asked me last night if I ever heard hear the story about the lady who had one. She had an eardrum, but the ear canal never formed. And he said her son let her try on a pair of the bone induction, like what I have, headphones, and she could hear.
Oh man, that's cool.
So instead of having one of those devices that they surgically put into the behind the ear in your skull or whatever, she just when she wants to listen to music or what have you, she just puts those on.
That's awesome.
Instead of a cochlear implant,
Yeah,
Bluetooth headphones.
pretty much.
That is cool.
We only need one more, and then come here, boy.
What's neat is that I think there's a setting on the iPhone where you can use it for hearing if you need to too. So that could theoretically help that person even more than you think if they got the proper device.
I said something like that. If there's an app that actually allows it to turn the mic on and then relay it, then that would help.
Well, we can go turn this in just in time for Sam to bounce.
Pretty much.
I think these that are dead out here are part of the game.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too.
Yeah. We were getting boondoggled.
The game outsmarted us.
Horse hockey.
How may I aid you?
Oh, yeah. There's the one to defeat the chief.
My research has paid off. I believe that with a show of force, we can diminish the furbolg's aggressiveness. Take this banner a short ways northeast and place it in their totem mound. They will try to destroy the banner, but hold your ground until their chief, Murgot, appears to save face for the tribe. Bring me the totem he carries. Gather your allies. This is no task for a single warrior.
We shall meet again.
Lovely.
Yep, but for now, yeah, this counts as the end.
Yep.
Okay. Don't let me forget, Lee. If I had more time, I'd give you some stuff, but I've got stuff for you later.
Okay, you got to bounce.
Yep. And with that, if you guys want to follow all of our other gameplay content, head on over to tscn.tv/play, where we're currently playing Super Mario Odyssey. Been fun with that one. And if you want to find all of our VODs for this stuff, head on over to tscn.tv/VOD. So until next time, play on and see you guys.
Toodles.